The 5-star all-inclusive getaway. 7 days of luxurious bedding, all the soap you can steal. Swimming pools without baby excreta, and all the cheap booze, chips and calamari you can take. While you're happy to stay within the safety of your Garden of Eden, remember that others see it differently. Take, for instance, the popular Turkish destination of Fethiye. A cheap and cheerful bus ride away from the expats and chip shops of Chalish Beach lies the town's natural harbour. We chose to explore the Crusader fortress built by the Knights of St. John at the start of the 15th century. Next to this, the more than 2,000-year-old Roman theatre, and the tomb of Amyntas, an Ionic temple facade carved into the sheer rock face in 350 BCE. But there's still room for a little pampering of ourselves. Time to hit the spa. I wonder what's on offer.
Experience a Turkish bath.
I would love one, but don't have £90 spare.
Pamper yourself with pleasure.
And I know £90 can buy quite a lot of pleasure. Not in a spa though.
Surrender to Turkish living.
So we did. We went and do what the Turkish do. With the boot firmly laid into the overpriced spa in the hotel, it's time to take a look at its other features. If you find it yourself, a day-long boat trip can be a bargain. Sure, the pool is free, but at the end of the day, it's just a pool. Wouldn't you rather take a peek at what the locals are enjoying? Now, we love being underwater, so we spent a couple of days touring Fethiye Bay and seeing its many islands. Pretty much any boat will take you to the usual suspects: Flat Island, Shipyard Island, Aquarium, Paradise Bay, Cleopatra's Bath and Red Island. Let's have a look at what this is. Probably wasn't very good at swimming. this area has suffered many earthquakes, it's not unusual to find a remnant of sunken villages. So, enjoy and wend your merry way through the streets and houses. You don't get that in the pool.
His Holiness the Pope.
Because we're away from the hotel every day, we didn't get to eat lunch there at all. But just because we didn't get a choice of 5,000 dishes, it didn't mean it wasn't awesome.
Captain's cooking.
Time to walk off that amazing food with a walk in the country.
We're nowhere near the beach. This is the beaches and the peaches and the thing. No, this is the ghost town of Thingamer. Yes. You can see the numbers going.
It's very hot and it's really amazing.
We are following the Lycian Way all the way to Ölüdeniz. It's about 500 kilometres long, so we're not going to go that far. It's going to get a bit shaky from here on, guaranteed. Spiky flowers. Oh no. Take some home. I think they look really pretty in the garden. Spikiness. Stop the cat poo. There is literally, there is nobody here. It's about 2.5 hours to get to Ölüdeniz from here, and I was under the impression that it was all downhill. Might have been lied to. See the guidebook fibs.
Nice breeze. And no, my face is not sunburned. This is my natural red colouring.
So this town's a ghost town, and what happened is, beginning of the 20s, Britain brokered a peace deal between the Turks and the Greeks, and the Greeks that were living in Turkey were asked to leave, were kicked out, and the Turks that were living in Greece were swapped and could move back. So this town had churches, public fountains, schools, printing press for its own newspaper, etc, etc, etc. But as it was, there were less Turks coming back into the country than there were Greeks moving out, and the people that moved back didn't want to live here because they were previously farmers, and as farmers they wanted land, but this wasn't what they wanted.
Don't film me while I'm doing this, please. Glad you spotted that. Bloody carried on there.
Yep. Still on the path. The path of doom. Did Did you just belch?
I did, yeah. Don't eat sausages in Turkey. They're not good.
So anyway, this is the Lycian Way, and it goes for 500 kilometres through Anatolia, all the way from Fethiye all the way to Antalya, which by my reckoning is actually not 500 kilometres away. But then again, we are in Turkey, there's a certain propensity for exaggeration. And this is what they call the path. I'm not convinced this is a path. We had a bit of a detour, but we're back on the track. This is the track. That there is the track. That's where it goes. The views up here are lovely. Flies are a pain in the arse though. Right, Avanti. Seems to have levelled off, so we are presumably close peak on this trail. Start to go down a little bit. So let's give you a taste of that. In fact, yes.
Look, Auntie, what's that hanging from the tree? Is that a cone?
It's a honey badger nest. I will not poke it, no. Cover your testes, lads. It's honey badger territory. 2.5 hours this is supposed to take. Lucy reckons we've done an hour.
I don't think so.
I don't think we have. Haven't seen any mad dogs.
Or cats.
I've seen quite a lot of the midday sun.
Yeah. Mad English shag.
Expecting any minute to hear the knights who say "Nee" jump out at us. Halt! Who goes there? We are the knights who say "Nee." We demand a sacrifice. We want a shrubbery. A little path running through, so you get a 2-level effect. There is nobody else on this trail, by the way. Everybody else is sort of, well, disappeared somewhere. Yeah, Lycian Way, righteous. Jesus came here when he toured with the disciples. I think it was like their greatest hits tour. This is the view of Ölüdeniz, Blue Lagoon and all the stuff, and I'm glad we've done it this way because this is much more beautiful.
I'm just using it.
It's fab. Welcome to the sounds of modern Turkey. Mostly sea lion Dion flapping her things about. What is it? Resounding out across the bays because the boats are pumping it out. Somebody's having a foam party with disco. One of the boats has the worst Mario Puzo rendition of the theme from The Godfather. It doesn't have the right notes in it, nor are they in the right rhythm. Very poor. But there you go, that's the sound of modern Turkey now, I'm afraid. Everything is a din. There's still at least some of the boats that our running trips aren't all running with this idea of, some of them are saying no loud music, no loud music. It's just as well because they have no taste.
Hello.
It's exactly like the Highland Way, this is. Exactly like it. It's a sort of path that yeah, it's a sort of path that's, you know, nice and straightforward. And judging by the sound, I don't think we're alone up here. There could be wildlife, and lots of it. Nearly there. Doing well. Well, sorry, nearly there. Not nearly there at all. Right up ahead, I can hear boats. Where there's boats, there's civilization, and where's there's civilization, there's a beer.
All downhill now. It is really worth the walk.
My body. All this because I didn't want to sit around the pool. I can't imagine actually why anybody would want to come on holiday and spend 7 days sitting around the pool. Seriously. Don't get it. Don't get package holidays. I get package holidays to a certain degree. It makes a bit of sense. But I think that the companies have lost their touch in not adding and not catering for people that don't want to just sort of sit around a pool and photosynthesize.
Yeah, but John, not everybody got the holiday at the price that we did.
Shh. First injuries are really particularly terrific. Slips in the shale. Coming down what is the mildest slope in the world.
Finally, it's time to put this 5-star luxury relaxing holiday to bed, with a little coach trip and, well, taking the short way down. Welcome to Baba Dag, just 2 kilometres above the lagoon of Ölüdeniz, and only one way down.
Did you feel sick?
Oh yes.
Erdal abi sonuncu mu, daha var mı gelecek?
Oh yes.
I felt really, really sick.
Oh yes.
But it was,
Aziz geldi mi?
Baha was good. What was the name of your pilot? Didn't you ask?
Yes, he told me, but I was scared.
I wasn't scared, I just thought I was going to hurl chugs from a great height.
Yeah.
And he's got a coat on as well, and I'm absolutely drenched.
I am the hottest I have ever been in my life. That is true. Oh dear me.
Going fine?
Though when you put aside the wildlife, the sweating and discomfort, when you ignore the bad behaviour of other guests, the brutality and inevitable bloodshed, you can explore a country. It will be a country hidden in plain sight, just outside the luxurious, pampering and indulgent prison of the modern package holiday.